Hey guys, Joe here with Taylor Woodworking. Just wanted to take a minute today to kind of show y'all something that I've learned on making birdhouses, how you can make a birdhouse out of one fence picket for less than $5. I normally paint these things and they sell really good, between $25 to $30 a piece plain. If you paint them in my area, if you paint them and kind of give them a distinct look, you can get anywhere from $35 to $40 a piece, all with a board less than $5. So I'm gonna jump right in. I'm gonna show you how to mark this thing out. No tools required to mark it out, no tape measure. All you need is a piece of wood. So let's dive right in and get started. All right guys, as you can see here, I got my board set up. No measuring tape required. All you need is a end piece of wood. I cut this off, it's about an inch wide. I cut it off the end of the board right here, and I'm gonna show you how to lay it out. So get you a good pencil, cut you off a piece. It really don't matter how wide, because it's the same width as the board. All right, everybody can see that, same width as the board. So what I do is I take the piece, I make sure I got it flush with the edge, draw me a line. All right, that first line, I'll just mark one right here. That's for my first side of the birdhouse. I bring my piece of wood onto the line. Okay, I mark me another line, mark it as 2. And you will need a speed square just to draw a straight line. Or I do. So I got our first 2 pieces marked. Then you go up, you go to your second line, make a mark, that's 1. Then we're going to come up, we're going to make another mark, 2, come up, make another mark, 3. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come on down to the third mark that I made. We're gonna skip the first 2. We're gonna come down to this third mark, make our line. Then we'll take the 45 and we wanna go from this line, the first line, and we wanna put it on a 45-degree angle. So just bring it up to 45-degree angle, mark it like this from the first line we made right here. Flip our speed square around, go right here. I've got it on my second line now. I bring it up to a 45, mark it right here. And if y'all can see, it's made an X right here on the board. Okay, so this is your first side panel. Let me see if hopefully I got it in the camera. Yeah, first side panel, second side panel, third panel. I put the X here. This is going to be your roof. So you got your one side of your roof, the second side of your roof. So these pieces right here will be cut out. Okay. So what we would do here on this piece is we're going to mark our line right here. We're going to flip our, put the camera on this side, sorry guys. Like I said, I'm still learning this camera stuff. So we're going to go off of this line, we're going to mark a line here. Then we're going to turn the piece of wood that we cut off the end up, and we're going to mark 6 spaces up as wide as the board. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, get our speed square, mark that line. We've got our birdhouse laid out. The only piece that we're missing is the bottom, and we can come back and measure and cut that. So that'll be easy. So let's get it over to the miter saw. We're gonna rip this thing out. I'm gonna show you, and then we're gonna assemble it really quick. All right, come with me to the miter saw, guys. So we got our board laid out. Let me grab my pair of safety glasses. We got our board laid out. As you can see, I got my lines marked here. I got my first side panel, second side panel. I got both panels for my roof. And I'm gonna have this side panel, and then what I'll do, I'll just take this side panel and I will just lay it on the board and make another one. These are actually your roof pitches for your top panels on your roof. So let's go ahead and get the board cut up and we'll start assembling it. Here we go. All right, and this is how much board you should have left over. So we're gonna just sit this right here. We're gonna go over here, and as you can see, I took some clamps and made me a, I just made a little station right here to work to make things a lot easier. So yeah, nothing to it really. I'll show you how to put this thing together real quick. All right, so here's what we got. We got our two roof pieces. This comes from the X pattern that we made. So you're gonna cut your first one out there. Your second one will be just like this. So you'll have this right here that we cut out on a 45, just a regular 45, and then this right here. And that's where you get your pieces from for that. We got our side pieces, we got our roof pieces. Now as you can see on the roof pieces, what I like to do is put a 45 to give the pitch a little bit better look. I like to 45 the roof so it'll come together nicely. You don't have to do that on all of them. In today's video, we're just gonna slap the roof on there, quick and easy. You can build these for less than $5, under 5 minutes. No tape measure required. So for today's video, we're just gonna overlap them. So let's get busy. So the reason why I got my stand put here is I like to do it like this. Let me bring my camera around so you can see a little bit better. Guys, I apologize. I've got to get a lot better on filming, and I know I'm not the greatest. So I'm trying. So here's what I do. I got my stand set up on the table. Get my wood. Shoot a little bit of glue on it. Use my brace here. Slide it in. Get it good and flush. Take my brad nail gun, shoot me 1 or 2 in here. Okay. All right. Grab my other side piece and spin it around to this side now. Do the same thing. A little bit of glue. Slide it in there, make sure it's good and flush and square. Get your brad nailer. Bring it up right here. Right, there we go. Take our other roof panel. I like to sit it like this. Put some glue on both sides. You don't need a lot of glue. Perfectly square off of that cut. You see I didn't use any measuring tape. Get this side squared up. Oh, my nail shot out the side. That was my fault. Here we go. Now all we have to do is get the two roof panels, put a little glue right here on this side, and I always like to just make sure everything's lined up right. If you want overhang, you cut enough. As you can see, there's a lot of overhang, so I like to just split it. I like to split the overhang. So we'll go about right there. All right, spin it around. Put some glue on this side, some glue on this side. Get it right there where we want it. And there we have it. There we have it, y'all. Not bad. I did shoot a nail out right here. I got to fix that, but nice little birdhouse we built. You know, we still got to, of course, paint it up if you want to paint it up. Cut our holes in it, and they will turn out like this one out of a fence picket. Now this one I made. It's sold already. This one sold for 40 bucks. I still got to do some customization to it. I made it a little bit bigger, but this one sold for 40 bucks out of a fence picket. I make these out of fence pickets, paint them up, sell them. These sell for like $25. So made all out of fence picket. I just painted it up. Painting everything took me probably 15 minutes to make this. Same thing with these. Fence picket, a little bit of paint. They sell really good, and people like them. So yeah, guys, sorry about the video quality. I've definitely got to get a lot better at that, but I just wanted to take a few minutes today and just show you how quick and easy it is to build a birdhouse out of a fence picket. I'm not going through all the steps because it's easy to get a hole saw and drill you a hole and paint it. A lot of people sand them down. I sand them down sometimes. This one I didn't sand down because a lot of times the paint gives it a kind of a rustic look if you don't sand it down. That's just preference. So yeah, there we have it. If you learned something today, that's my goal. That's my goal on this channel, is to try to teach what I've been taught to make it easier for you. So hey guys, I appreciate you watching my video today. I'm gonna try to shoot out another video this weekend on a bench build out of fence pickets that sells really good. So stay tuned for that one. If you could, it's a new channel. I'm trying my hardest to get this out there. This is something that I've always wanted to do. I finally worked up the courage to do it. So if you could, guys, please like and subscribe to my channel. And man, it would mean the world to me if you do that. Thank you for watching today. I look forward to seeing y'all again over the weekend. Have a good weekend, everybody. Thank you for watching Taylor Woodworking.